You know him as the mayor of New Zealand's second largest city.
He's passionate about what's happening.
And they say there's always a good woman behind a successful man.
Chrissy's my best asset by a long shot.
Meet Phil's wife, Chrissy.
He doesn't tell me and I have to read it in the paper.
We get personal.
Was it love at first sight?
No.
And Chrissy gets honest.
Debating and all that sort of thing is not his strongest point.
We meet them at their favourite spot, Black and White Coffee Cartel in Avonhead, where the coffee and the slices are hard to beat. Let's catch up for coffee. Thanks to Black and White Coffee Cartel.
Phil Mauger and Chrissy, it's nice to see you both. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Thanks for coming down.
And we are here actually at your favourite cafe, Black and White Coffee Cartel in Avonhead.
We would be here every day.
Every day,
What's your go-to? What's your favourite thing?
stuffed potatoes.
That's not a sign of things to come, is it?
No. You come in and ask for a stuffed potato for breakfast and they look sideways at you. But they're good. Hey, and it's vegan and gluten-free. Believe that.
So you can feel healthy when you have your stuffed potato.
The more I eat, the healthier I get, yeah.
Now, this coffee is beautiful, by the way, and also you can get the coffee beans here as well, because it's so good, and they roast the coffee beans.
They roast them all right here. The guy that does it, fantastic job. Yeah.
Well, I need to come here more because I do love this place. Chrissy, was there ever a time where you said to Phil, "Oh, don't stand for mayor again, please, give it a rest"?
At the beginning, 3 years ago.
I remember you saying that.
You mean this time? No, because I know he really wants to do it, and I think he should be doing it.
Did either of you have that discussion where you had to really make it official and say to Chrissy, right, I want to give this another go? Or did you always want this 2-year term?
If you like the job, you do it. If you don't like it, you don't do it. So she knows that I like it. And, it gets me up in the morning and there's always something interesting happening. So we come home and share what's going on and talk of the day and things like that.
Do you ever say to him, Phil, I don't want to hear it today, give it a rest?
Sometimes.
Sometimes I might do. But see, his day's always a lot more interesting than mine normally, to be fair. And then there are things he doesn't tell me and I have to read it in the paper or talk to somebody else to know what's going on.
Media.
Or listen to Chris Lynch.
You see, to read it in the paper will always probably be negative though.
Unfortunately.
Chrissy's my best asset by a long shot. The number of times I come home late at night or later and here's my dinner thing, ready for tea and I'm waiting for this and that. Always positive. As soon as I come through the door, it's positive. So it's always nice to go home.
Is it hard to leave the mayoral job at the door when you get home?
Depends what sort of day you've had. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. And then I'll get on the phone and talk to a couple of other councillors and just see what's happening. And then I sort of talk to some people about motor racing or something. You've got to get your head out of it sometimes because otherwise you just never see the light of day.
How do you two manage public life?
For me, it's not so bad because I don't think a lot of people recognise me when I'm just out having a coffee or whatever. It's only when I'm with Phil, which is how I like it. But it's changed a lot because we have to work harder for Phil to be at a family event or anything like that because, I know that a lot of people say. Initially, there was a comment on when I used to read comments, it said all you seem to do is cut ribbons, and I think, 12-hour days aren't uncommon. They have no idea what. So if he's doing something that is out in the public eye during the day, he's still got to catch up on everything else after that. Yeah, so it's changed a lot. But I've got used to it.
Speaking of the comments, the nasty comments that I guess all people in public life experience, how do you cope with those, Phil, or do you not bother reading them?
One of the best advice that Leanne Dalzell gave me was don't read the comments. Otherwise you'll take them to heart. And sometimes I'll just read them for a bit of fun and then I'll get down to one that I don't particularly like and then I'll go and do something else. But you can't take it all. You can't take it to heart. Otherwise you'll. And it's very easy for someone to have a go at you on the other end of somewhere and just press enter, and they're invisible. So don't worry about it. You don't think too deep about it.
I don't look at them much anymore. Every now and again, I might take a peep if someone said something to me about a comment.
But Chrissy's in a walkers group with 6 other women, and they solve the problems of the world every day.
When do you do this?
Well, most days, every day, Monday to Friday, and we go up up the hills over at Kashmir, walk up and down and get the heart rate up.
Has it got an official name, the Walkers Group, or?
It used to many years ago, but it's just we just call ourselves the walking group now.
Is Phil allowed to join you, or is it just a
No,
woman?
no.
men.
blokes.
No men.
blokes. And the advice you get is phenomenal.
Well, how would you know that if you're not invited?
No,
Because I
it
give
gets
it
passed
to
down.
him.
Gets passed down.
Yeah, I tell him.
What have you learned, Chrissy, about Phil since he's been the mayor of Christchurch?
I think the biggest thing I've learned is that he's very passionate about what's happening in the city. Because before now, obviously, when he was working in contracting, then obviously the council was quite important because of all the things that he had to deal with them. But this is different. Like, he just loves what he's doing, loves meeting people. Debating and all that sort of thing is not his strongest point, but one-on-one or in a group of people, that's where he really shines. He likes talking to people.
How many grandchildren do you have between you?
9.
Under 14. Yeah, 9 under 14. They're very good levelers. Like you go away, you head down, head full of everything at council, and you come home the weekend, like we had Father's Day on Sunday, and they come down and you just love to listen to the how innocent their voices are and stuff like that. And you can have them on and they believe you. I wish I had that much strength.
That'd be good for council, wouldn't it?
Yes. But it's no, they are very good medicine. We love them, don't we? It's good.
No matter if you're having a bad day, you see one of them and that just makes you feel a heap better.
Yeah. When did you first meet, you two? Do you remember the first time you met?
We knew each other before we both separated in a group, and then
How long
Then
ago
we
was
started-
that? 25 years or something?
20 years ago.
Was it love at first sight?
No,
I
really.
I had to do some work.
Really?
No, we just knew each other for a long time.
Well, hang on. When you first laid eyes on Chrissy for the very first time, was that love?
No, we you just sometimes you see someone, you go, you're just drawn to them. Yeah, it's just there.
It sounded like quite a political response, I thought. It's very diplomatic, wasn't
That's
it?
also what he's learning.
Speaking of the political response, do you find, you're not a natural politician. I remember the first time we met, you came into the radio station, you had your a T-shirt on, and you weren't what I would normally call a politician. You presented like somebody who'd just been in the trenches digging a hole, and you probably had been.
Yeah.
What have you learned about public speaking in public life following that first time I met you?
Once you realise, when you first get up there and do public speaking, you're scared, stiff. And once you start realising in your head that if any of the people out there were doing up the front, they'd be just as scared as you. So that once you get that in your head, it becomes a lot easier. And you get confident, and what I tend to do a lot is if I'm doing a speech, I tend to go off script and just add a little story to it, because people like a bit of realism into it. You don't want to be standing up there like you're preaching to the thousands. It's just sort of, you've got to have a bit of warmth in it.
How do you feel about Christchurch right here, right now?
We've been to hell and back in Christchurch in the last 15 years, and with mosque shootings, COVID, bushfires, Port Hills fire, and we're quite resilient, but people are very happy to see we're coming out of it. People from Auckland are coming down, people from Wellington are coming down. We've got this hopefully new intensification thing, which means that we're not doing full intensification over the whole city like Auckland and Wellington are, and that's one of the reasons why people are coming down here, because they like the way of life.
Chrissy, for you, do you notice a more positive change in Christchurch now?
Totally. Like when we do have some time off on the weekends, we quite often walk into town, or like last weekend I took the grandkids, and how you can feed the eels and everything.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's just buzzing. Everyone seems quite happy and just going out and enjoying. Even if they're not sitting in restaurants, they're still walking around, and there seems to be a lot going on.
You're right about that. There is a sense of optimism.
Yeah, there is.
And I think it's really important for me too to almost present that and not just, be reporting all the negative news.
Even people, some, not all, some people who were maybe against the stadium are now going, oh, this is actually going to be quite good. And you see it's risen up above the fence, the roads around it are all sorted. But I'll tell you the secret, the one that's a hidden gem is the stadium's going to be good, but Parakiori, the Metro Sports, 200 staff working down there, 11 pools, 5 hydroslides, high performance sport. You've got indoor netball, foosball, badminton, basketball, all of that stuff. There's so much going on there, and it'll bring all the national swimming events and all sorts of things down constantly. There'll be people flowing in and out of it.
And you're going to do a jump in your clothes like you did at the Hornby pool?
Yeah, I'm trying to nut out. I used to, over the road from home at QE2, when QE2 was there, my brothers and I used to spend heaps of time over there. And I could probably dive off the 5-metre diving board still without breaking too much in my clothes.
Remember the diving pool at QE2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the hydroslides, I'm sorry, I'm still off that era where I missed the original, the fast and the slow
Yes.
hydroslide
Yes,
and the diving pool,
Yeah.
Speaking of the East, do you feel like the East is slowly getting there? It's getting better?
It is. It'll never be like when it was Saturday trading, wall to wall. I can remember that vaguely.
With the train going through it?
Yeah. But what's happening, what we used to have when I was on the community board down there, we should get someone to build a supermarket and then people will move there. And I said, no. People have to move there before someone will see the economics of building a supermarket or another pub or something like that. And that's what happened. Maybe some of the people aren't happy with the style or size of some of the houses that are down there, but it doesn't matter. It's people living in Brighton, and that gives the ball rolling, and it just grows like Topsy. So it's good to see.
What is it about New Brighton that it feels like the whole city's got a stake in? Is it because a lot of people have grown up going to New Brighton? It was the place to be at one stage. If something happens there, there's a lot. There does seem to be a lot that happens in New Brighton. It was my first job. I was a checkout at Count New Brighton on $4 an hour. I thought I was rich when it went to $4.20. It feels like the whole city has a stake in New Brighton. What do you reckon?
It is.
I think also it goes back to when that was a place to be every Saturday, with shops open, and it just seemed. And of course, it's the beach. It's not probably, it's not somewhere you would go, obviously, all year round, but still the beach here and the big sand dunes, and it's still got a vibe about it.
The tram used to go to Brighton.
Yeah.
Did it? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Down Pages Road, yeah.
We can bring the tram back then.
Yes.
Because that playground and everything that's there now is...
Yeah, it's great. It is really great.
The hot pools is really
And the
good.
hot pools, since the hot pools have been down there, I heard some figures a while ago, the spend on credit card or debit cards down there has gone up by 3.5-4% more since the hot pools have been there. And there's some developers have bought it. Martini Investments have bought down there, and they've demolished a bit of stuff and going to build new stuff there. So I take my hat off to them. Fantastic.
If you're mayor again and lucky enough to be the mayor of Christchurch for another term, what do you hope to have achieved?
We've got to keep the momentum going. I really want to see the momentum going. We've got, as you know, we've got Ed Sheeran, we've got New Zealand Fashion Week coming for 3 years, we've got supercars, we've got Super Round, we've got some other things. We've got Parakiori Opens, and then we've got Paralympic or Special Olympics are coming here in December. So there's so many things. And all the people, a lot of developers could have, after the earthquake, put all their money in a wheelbarrow and gone and sat on the beach in Fiji, not going back. So a lot of people have put their heart and soul and invested heavily into the city, and it's really starting to pay dividends with people coming down, even with the cruise ships coming in. You can just see it. It's just, the place is on fire. It's great.
Well, it's nice to see you both.
Nice
I think
to
it's
see
time
you.
to have. I think it's time to let you have a stuffed potato.
Have one
Yeah,
now.
thanks for that.
Nice to see you both.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for coming down. Come down more often. That's great.